Hello friends, how are you? Welcome back to Change Your Life, the channel where history, mystery, and hidden treasures come together in the fascinating world of coin collecting. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible story of Washington quarter dollar coins and exploring some of the most talked about modern American quarters among collectors and treasure hunters around the world. In this exciting journey, we'll uncover the history, design, rarity, and collector value of three fascinating Washington quarters: the 1990 D Washington Quarter, the 1992 D Washington Quarter, and the 1993 P Washington Quarter. At first glance, these coins may appear to be nothing more than ordinary pocket change. They may be worn, discolored, scratched, or hidden away in old jars and collections. But appearances can sometimes be deceiving, and in the world of coin collecting, even an ordinary-looking coin can hold an extraordinary story. The Washington Quarter has been one of the most iconic coins in American history since its introduction in 1932. Featuring the portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. This coin has traveled through generations of American life, witnessing decades of history and becoming one of the most recognized coins ever produced by the United States Mint. Over the years, collectors have searched tirelessly for rare varieties, unusual mint errors, exceptional condition examples, and beautiful natural color variations that can transform an everyday coin into a highly desirable collectible. Today, we'll explore the fascinating history behind these Washington quarters, examine their mint marks, discuss their place in American numismatic history, and discover why some collectors are willing to pay significant amounts for extraordinary examples. We'll also reveal how condition, rarity, striking quality, and collector demand can dramatically influence the value of these coins in today's market. Could an old Washington quarter sitting in your collection, your pocket, or a forgotten coin jar be worth far more than its face value? Could a coin that appears ordinary actually be an overlooked treasure waiting to be discovered? These are the questions that continue to inspire millions of collectors and investors around the world. So before you spend that old quarter, make sure you watch until the very end. You might just discover that a small piece of American history has been hiding in plain sight all along. Now, let's begin our countdown with our first fascinating coin. Welcome back to Change Your Life, the channel where ordinary coins can reveal extraordinary stories and where every collector dreams of discovering a hidden treasure. Today, we begin our journey with one of the most fascinating modern Washington quarters ever searched by collectors and coin enthusiasts across America, the 1990 D Washington Quarter. At first glance, this coin appears to be just another ordinary quarter that has spent years traveling through pockets, cash registers, vending machines, and forgotten collections. Its surface may be worn, its color may have changed over time, and it may look like nothing more than everyday pocket change. But in the fascinating world of coin collecting, appearances can sometimes be deceiving. The Washington Quarter has occupied a special place in American history since its introduction in 1932. Created to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States, the coin quickly became one of the most recognizable pieces of currency ever produced by the United States Mint. The portrait designed by sculptor John Flanagan has remained familiar to generations of Americans, transforming the Washington Quarter into a symbol of history, patriotism, and national identity. Our story today focuses on the 1990 D Washington Quarter, a coin struck at the Denver Mint during a period of significant economic and technological change in the United States. The D Mint mark identifies the coin's origin and represents one of America's most productive mint facilities. Millions of these quarters entered circulation, traveling across the nation and becoming part of everyday American life. For many beginning collectors, discovering an old Washington quarter immediately raises an exciting question: could this coin be valuable? This question has inspired generations of collectors to search through inherited collections, old jars of change, family keepsakes, and forgotten coin albums. The possibility of discovering an overlooked treasure continues to fuel one of the world's most fascinating hobbies. The year 1990 represents an important period in modern American coin production. During this era, the United States Mint was producing enormous quantities of coins to support a growing economy. Despite these large production numbers, collectors have learned that rarity is not always determined solely by mintage. Figures. Sometimes, extraordinary value emerges through exceptional preservation, unusual minting errors, or unique historical circumstances. Unlike Washington quarters produced before 1965, the 1990 quarter was not struck in silver. Instead, it was produced using a copper-nickel clad composition that had become standard in American circulating coinage. Nevertheless, collectors continue to examine these coins carefully because history has repeatedly demonstrated that remarkable discoveries can emerge from seemingly ordinary pieces of pocket change. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting involves the search for mint errors. During the production process, mechanical irregularities occasionally create coins with unusual characteristics. These may include off-center strikes, doubled features, clipped planchets, die cracks, missing clad layers, or other rare anomalies. Such minting errors transform ordinary coins into unique historical artifacts that can attract significant collector interest. Imagine opening an old family coin collection and discovering a remarkably preserved 1990 Washington quarter that has remained untouched for decades. Its surfaces still display brilliant mint luster, its details remain sharp and clear, and its appearance differs dramatically from ordinary circulated examples. Such discoveries continue to inspire collectors throughout the world to search carefully through every coin they encounter. Condition plays an enormous role in determining the value of any Washington quarter. A heavily circulated 1990 quarter that spent years in everyday commerce generally remains worth its face value of 25 cents. However, coins preserved in exceptional mint state condition may command significantly higher prices. Professional grading services evaluate these coins according to strict standards, assigning grades that greatly influence collector demand and market value. Throughout the history of American coin collecting, extraordinary examples of otherwise common coins have achieved impressive auction results because of their exceptional preservation. The finest known specimens often become highly sought after by advanced collectors attempting to assemble world-class collections of Washington quarters. These examples demonstrate how dramatically condition rarity can affect value. Another fascinating aspect of coin collecting involves natural toning and environmental aging. Over decades of storage and preservation, some coins develop beautiful patterns of coloration that range from subtle golden hues to vibrant blues, violets, and amber shades. Collectors often prize these naturally toned examples because they represent unique combinations of chemistry, time, and environmental conditions. The story of the 1990 Washington quarter is also the story of American collecting culture itself. For generations, families have saved coins in jars, albums, drawers, and safes. Children have searched through pocket change hoping to discover hidden treasures. Collectors have spent countless hours studying dates, mint marks, varieties, and historical records in pursuit of remarkable discoveries. The dream of discovering a valuable coin remains one of the greatest attractions of numismatics. Stories of important discoveries continue to inspire collectors around the world. A coin overlooked for decades suddenly attracts attention. An inherited collection reveals an unexpected rarity. An ordinary-looking quarter turns out to possess extraordinary characteristics. These stories remind us that remarkable discoveries can occur when knowledge, patience, and opportunity intersect. Today, the market value of a typical circulated 1990 Washington quarter remains approximately 25 cents. Uncirculated examples may command modest premiums, while exceptional certified specimens and genuine mint errors can sell for hundreds or, in rare circumstances, thousands of dollars depending on their rarity, condition, and collector demand. These remarkable differences in value demonstrate why careful examination remains essential for serious collectors. Perhaps the greatest lesson taught by the 1990 Washington quarter is that every coin possesses a story worth exploring. While most examples remain ordinary pieces of American currency, a select few have become prized collectibles because of their preservation, rarity, historical significance, or unusual characteristics. Their value extends beyond monetary worth and includes the history, artistry, and mystery they represent. As collectors continue searching through millions of Washington quarters, the excitement of discovery remains as powerful today as it was generations ago. Every coin examined offers another opportunity to learn, another chance to preserve history. and another possibility of uncovering something extraordinary. So before you spend that old Washington quarter sitting in your collection, take a closer look. Examine its details, study its condition, and appreciate the remarkable journey it has traveled through American history. While most 1990D quarters will never create overnight fortunes, the search for hidden treasures continues to inspire collectors around the world. And perhaps, somewhere in a forgotten collection or an old jar of coins, another remarkable discovery is still waiting to be found. Next up, welcome back to Change Your Life, the channel where history, mystery, and hidden treasures come together in the fascinating world of coin collecting. Today, we continue our incredible journey through America's most interesting Washington quarters with a coin that has attracted the attention of collectors, investors, and treasure hunters for decades, the 1992D Washington quarter. At first glance, this coin may appear to be nothing more than an ordinary piece of pocket change. It may have spent years traveling through pockets, cash registers, vending machines, and family coin collections. Yet beneath its seemingly ordinary appearance lies a fascinating story that continues to inspire collectors around the world. The Washington quarter is one of the most iconic coins ever produced by the United States Mint. First introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, America's first president, this coin quickly became a permanent symbol of American history and national identity. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the Washington quarter has accompanied generations of Americans through decades of social, economic, and historical change. Our attention today turns to the 1992D Washington quarter, a coin produced at the Denver Mint during a period of rapid modernization and technological advancement in American coin production. The D Mint mark proudly identifies the coin's origin and connects it to one of the most important minting facilities in the United States. Millions of these quarters entered circulation, becoming part of everyday life throughout America. For many collectors, the discovery of an older Washington quarter immediately raises exciting possibilities. Could this coin be rare? Could it possess unusual characteristics? Could it be worth far more than its face value? These questions have motivated generations of collectors to search through inherited collections, old piggy banks, forgotten coin jars, and family heirlooms in pursuit of hidden treasures. The year 1992 represents an important chapter in modern American numismatic history. During this period, the United States Mint continued producing enormous quantities of circulating coinage to support the nation's economy. Despite these large production numbers, collectors understand that rarity often emerges not from low mintage alone but from exceptional preservation, unusual minting circumstances, and extraordinary collector demand. Unlike Washington quarters produced before 1965, the 1992D quarter was struck using a copper nickel-clad composition rather than silver. This composition had become standard decades earlier after the rising value of silver forced the United States government to alter the metallic content of circulating coinage. Nevertheless, many collectors continue to search modern quarters because remarkable discoveries have repeatedly emerged from coins once considered completely ordinary. One of the most fascinating aspects of coin collecting involves the study of minting errors. During the manufacturing process, mechanical irregularities can occasionally produce coins with unusual characteristics. Off-center strikes, doubled dies, clipped planchets, die cracks, missing clad layers, and other anomalies have transformed ordinary coins into highly desirable collectibles. These unusual pieces often attract substantial attention from specialists and advanced collectors. Imagine discovering a 1992D Washington quarter hidden in an old family collection, only to realize that its condition appears far superior to ordinary examples. The surfaces remain brilliant. The details are remarkably sharp. The original mint luster continues to shine despite decades having passed. Such discoveries continue to inspire collectors throughout the world and demonstrate why every coin deserves careful examination. Condition remains one of the most important factors affecting the value of any coin. A heavily circulated 1992D quarter that spent years in commerce generally remains worth its face value of 25 cents. However, coins preserved in exceptional mint state condition can command significantly higher premiums. Professional grading organizations carefully evaluate these coins according to rigorous standards, assigning grades that help determine rarity and market value. Throughout the history of coin collecting, some of the most impressive auction results have involved coins whose extraordinary preservation elevated them far beyond ordinary examples. The finest certified specimens often become the focus of intense competition among collectors seeking to assemble the highest quality collections possible. These remarkable sales demonstrate how dramatically condition rarity can influence value. Another fascinating feature of Washington quarters involves natural toning and environmental aging. Over time, some coins develop beautiful and unique patterns of coloration due to storage conditions and environmental factors. Shades of gold, blue, purple, amber, and other colors can emerge naturally, creating visually stunning examples that attract significant collector interest. No two naturally toned coins age in exactly the same manner, making each example unique. The history of the 1992 D Washington quarter is also closely connected to the broader story of American coin collecting. For generations, collectors have searched through rolls of coins, attended coin shows, studied auction catalogs, and preserved historical artifacts for future generations. Coin collecting combines history, art, economics, research, and the excitement of discovery into one of the world's most enduring hobbies. The dream of discovering a valuable coin continues to inspire millions of people worldwide. Stories of extraordinary discoveries found in inherited collections, estate sales, old jars, and forgotten storage boxes have become legendary within the numismatic community. These stories remind us that hidden treasures can sometimes survive unnoticed for decades before finally being recognized. Today, the market value of a typical circulated 1992 D Washington quarter remains approximately 25 cents. However, uncirculated examples, exceptional certified specimens, and genuine mint errors can sell for substantially higher amounts depending on their rarity, condition, and collector demand. These significant differences in value illustrate why careful examination and proper identification remain essential. Perhaps the greatest lesson taught by the 1992 D Washington quarter is that every coin possesses both historical and educational value. While most examples remain ordinary pieces of circulating currency, a select few have become important collectibles because of their rarity, preservation, or unusual characteristics. Their true significance extends beyond simple monetary value and includes the history and stories they preserve. As collectors continue their search for hidden treasures, the Washington quarter remains one of the most beloved and widely collected coins in American numismatics. Every coin examined represents another opportunity to learn, another chance to preserve history, and another possibility of making an exciting discovery. So before you spend that old quarter sitting in a drawer, a coin jar, or a family collection, take a moment to examine it carefully. While most 1992 D Washington quarters will never create overnight fortunes, the excitement of the search and the possibility of discovering something extraordinary continue to inspire collectors around the world, and perhaps somewhere, hidden among millions of ordinary coins, another remarkable discovery is still waiting to be found. Next up, and now we arrive at our third and final coin, a coin that continues to fascinate collectors, investors, and treasure hunters throughout the world, the 1993 P Washington quarter. At first glance, this coin appears to be nothing more than an ordinary piece of American pocket change. It may have spent years traveling through pockets, cash registers, vending machines, and family collections. Its surface may be worn, its color may have changed over time, and its appearance may seem completely ordinary. Yet in the fascinating world of coin collecting, ordinary appearances can sometimes conceal extraordinary stories. The Washington quarter has remained one of America's most iconic coins since its introduction in 1932. Created to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, the first president of the United States, the coin quickly became a permanent part of American life. The famous portrait designed by sculptor John Flanagan has accompanied generations of Americans through historic moments, economic changes, and countless everyday transactions. Our focus today is the 1993 P Washington quarter, a coin produced at the Philadelphia Mint during an important period in modern American coinage history. The letter P Mint mark identifies the coin's origin and reflects an era when mint identification had become an established part of American coin production. Millions of these quarters were struck and distributed throughout the United States, where they entered circulation and became part of daily life. For many collectors, discovering an older Washington quarter immediately creates excitement and curiosity. Questions begin to emerge. Could this coin be rare? Could it possess unusual characteristics? Could it be worth more than anyone expects? These questions have inspired generations of collectors to search through inherited collections, old coin jars, forgotten drawers, and family keepsakes in pursuit of hidden treasures. The year 1993 represents a fascinating chapter in the history of the United States Mint. During this period, American coin production continued to evolve through improvements in technology, quality control, and manufacturing efficiency. Despite the enormous numbers of coins produced each year, collectors learned that rarity can emerge through factors beyond simple production totals. Exceptional preservation, unusual minting errors, and extraordinary collector demand can transform an ordinary coin into a highly sought-after collectible. Unlike Washington quarters struck before 1965, the 1993 P quarter was not produced in 90% silver. Instead, it was struck using the copper-nickel clad composition that had become standard for circulating American coinage. Even so, collectors continue to search modern quarters because history has repeatedly demonstrated that remarkable discoveries can emerge from coins that most people overlook. One of the most exciting areas of numismatics involves the study of minting errors. During the manufacturing process, mechanical irregularities occasionally create coins with unusual and fascinating characteristics. These may include off-center strikes, doubled features, die cracks, clipped planchets, missing clad layers, and other production anomalies. Such errors transform ordinary coins into unique historical artifacts capable of attracting significant collector interest. Imagine discovering a 1993 P Washington quarter in an old family collection and noticing that its appearance differs from ordinary examples. Perhaps the strike is unusually sharp. Perhaps the surfaces retain extraordinary brilliance despite decades having passed. Perhaps the coin displays beautiful natural toning created through years of careful storage. Such discoveries continue to inspire collectors around the world and remind us that hidden treasures can sometimes exist where we least expect them. Condition remains one of the most important factors affecting the value of any Washington quarter. A heavily circulated 1993 P quarter that spent years in everyday commerce generally remains worth its face value of 25 cents. However, examples preserved in exceptional mint state condition can command substantially higher premiums among serious collectors. Professional grading organizations evaluate these coins according to strict standards, assigning numerical grades that help establish rarity and market value. Throughout the history of American numismatics, some of the most remarkable auction results have involved coins whose extraordinary preservation distinguished them from millions of ordinary examples. The finest certified specimens often become highly desirable because of their rarity of condition and historical significance. These examples demonstrate that preservation can dramatically influence the value of even relatively modern coins. Another fascinating aspect of coin collecting involves natural toning and color variation. Over decades of storage and environmental exposure, some coins develop remarkable patterns of coloration. Shades of gold, amber, blue, violet, and other colors can emerge naturally, producing visually stunning specimens that many collectors actively pursue. Because no two coins age in exactly the same way, naturally toned examples often possess a unique appeal. The story of the 1993 P Washington quarter is also the story of American coin collecting itself. For generations, families have preserved coins as historical artifacts, educational tools, investments, and treasured keepsakes. Children have searched through pocket change hoping to discover hidden value. Collectors have attended coin shows, studied auction records, and devoted countless hours to understanding the subtle characteristics that distinguish ordinary coins from extraordinary ones. The dream of discovering a valuable coin remains one of the greatest attractions of numismatics. Stories of remarkable discoveries found in inherited collections, Estate sales, old storage boxes, and forgotten jars continue to inspire collectors around the world. These stories remind us that history often survives in the most unexpected places and that remarkable discoveries sometimes occur when patience, knowledge, and opportunity come together. Today, the market value of a standard circulated 1993 P Washington quarter remains approximately 25 cents. However, exceptional uncirculated examples, certified high-grade specimens, and genuine mint error coins can command significantly higher prices depending on rarity, preservation, and collector demand. These differences in value demonstrate why careful examination remains essential for serious collectors. Perhaps the greatest lesson taught by the 1993 P Washington quarter is that every coin possesses a story worth preserving. While most examples remain ordinary pieces of American currency, a select few have become prized collectibles because of their condition, rarity, historical significance, or unusual characteristics. Their value extends beyond money and includes the history, artistry, and mystery they represent. As our journey through these fascinating Washington quarters comes to an end, remember that coin collecting is not merely about finding valuable objects. It is about preserving history, appreciating craftsmanship, embracing curiosity, and experiencing the excitement of discovery. Every coin tells a story, every collection preserves history, and every search offers the possibility of uncovering something extraordinary. So before you spend that old Washington quarter hidden in your collection, take a closer look. While most 1993 P quarters will never create overnight fortunes, the excitement of discovery and the possibility of uncovering an exceptional specimen continue to inspire collectors throughout the world, and perhaps somewhere, hidden among millions of ordinary coins, another remarkable treasure is still waiting to be discovered. See you in the next video.